Have you ever paused to wonder, why did this happen to me? Whether it's a moment of unexpected joy or the sting of heartbreak, there's always that question lingering in the back of our minds. In Buddhism, this profound inquiry is met with an equally profound answer: everything happens for a reason. Every experience, whether uplifting or challenging, is part of the intricate web of existence, guided by the principles of karma and impermanence. Life doesn't come with a map, no neatly marked roads, no clear directions. Instead, it unfolds one moment at a time, often taking us places we never imagined. But what if even the detours have a purpose? According to Buddhist philosophy, every moment, no matter how small, holds meaning. Those moments of suffering, they teach us resilience, compassion, and patience. Those moments of happiness, they remind us to savor the present and share our joy with others. Life's experiences are not random, they are invitations to grow, learn, and evolve. Through the lens of Buddhism, pain is not seen as punishment nor joy as mere coincidence. Instead, they are interconnected threads that help shape who we are. Everything we encounter is part of the grand flow of karmic connections, a ripple effect where every action, thought, and choice shapes our reality. In this video, we'll explore the deeper meaning behind life's ups and downs, drawing inspiration from Buddhist teachings. Together, we'll uncover how moments of joy and pain can guide us toward wisdom, compassion, and ultimate inner peace. Whether you're navigating challenges or celebrating triumphs, this exploration will shift your perspective and help you embrace life's greater purpose. Stick around, because what's coming might just transform the way you see the world, and yourself. Let's begin. The Law of Impermanence, embracing change for growth and peace. In life, one thing is certain: everything changes. From the turning of seasons to the rhythms of relationships, impermanence is all around us. In Buddhism, this fundamental truth is known as the Law of Impermanence, or Anicca. It teaches that nothing is fixed, permanent, or unchanging. While this may sound unsettling, it is, in fact, the key to finding inner peace and personal growth. Why does impermanence often feel challenging? As humans, we crave stability and predictability. We cling to things, people, and moments, hoping to freeze time and hold on to what makes us happy. But when these things inevitably change, when relationships shift, successes fade, or challenges arise, we experience suffering. According to Buddhist teachings, this suffering stems not from change itself but from our resistance to it. Take a moment to reflect on your own life. Think of a time when you resisted change, maybe a job transition, the end of a relationship, or simply the aging process. That resistance likely caused feelings of frustration, sadness, or anxiety. But consider this: what if you had accepted that change as part of life's natural flow? Would it have been easier to move forward? The Buddha taught that acceptance of impermanence is the antidote to suffering. When we let go of the illusion that anything in life is permanent, we free ourselves from unrealistic expectations. This doesn't mean giving up on joy or success, it means appreciating them for as long as they last and being prepared to adapt when they fade or evolve. A famous Buddhist metaphor compares life to a flowing river. The river is never the same, the water is constantly moving, reshaping, and transforming. If we try to stop the flow or hold on to a specific part of the current, we'll only exhaust ourselves. But if we embrace the river as it is, we find peace and ease in its natural rhythm. Practicing mindfulness is one of the most powerful tools for embracing impermanence. By staying present in the now, we can fully experience life without clinging to the past or worrying about the future. Mindfulness helps us see change not as a threat but as an opportunity to grow, learn, and build resilience. In embracing impermanence, we open ourselves to the beauty of life's unpredictability. Every ending is a new beginning, every loss paves the way for something new. When we stop fighting against change and start flowing with it, we discover a profound sense of freedom and serenity. The next time life feels uncertain, remember this: change is not your enemy, it's your teacher. It's here to guide you, shape you, and help you become the best version of yourself. By accepting impermanence, you unlock the door to true peace and endless possibilities. Karma and cause and effect, taking responsibility for our intentions and actions. Have you ever stopped to consider how your everyday actions ripple out into the world? In Buddhist philosophy, the concept of karma explains that everything we think, say, or do creates consequences, not just for others, but for ourselves. Karma isn't about punishment or reward, rather, it's about cause and effect. It's a profound reminder of the personal responsibility we hold over the energy we put into the world. The word karma itself comes from the Sanskrit term meaning action. Every thought we have, every word we speak, and every decision we make plants a seed. These seeds grow over time, shaping not only our current lives but also the paths we walk in the future. In essence, karma reminds us that life isn't just happening to us, it's responding to us. Our experiences are often a reflection of the energy and intentions we put forth. This doesn't mean karma works in a simplistic or instant way. Good actions don't always lead to immediate rewards, and poor choices don't always result in immediate challenges. Instead, karma functions as a subtle, intricate web of connections. The intentions behind our actions carry just as much weight as the actions themselves. For example, a kind gesture done out of genuine compassion generates positive energy, while the same action performed with selfish intent might not yield the same karmic benefit. One of the most empowering aspects of karma is the opportunity it provides for growth. By embracing this law of cause and effect, we can take accountability for our own lives. Instead of blaming external circumstances or others for our struggles, we're encouraged to examine our own role in shaping our experiences. Karma teaches us that intention matters. When we act with mindfulness, kindness, and integrity, we plant seeds of peace and positivity. This principle also encourages us to be more thoughtful in how we treat others. Every interaction, no matter how small, has the potential to create a ripple effect. A harsh word can spread negativity, while a kind word can inspire hope and connection. Similarly, how we treat ourselves matters, too. Thoughts of self-compassion and self-care can pave the way for greater happiness, while self-critical thoughts might perpetuate inner turmoil. A famous Buddhist analogy compares karma to the wind. We can't see it, but we can observe its effects. When we blow positive energy into the world, it carries good things in its wake. Conversely, negative actions can create storms that we eventually face. Ultimately, karma is a tool for self-awareness and transformation. It encourages us to pause and reflect on our intentions, knowing that our actions are not isolated, they contribute to the bigger picture of our lives and the lives of others. By living with this understanding, we can create a life that reflects peace, balance, and harmony. The role of mindfulness, becoming aware and breaking harmful cycles. Mindfulness is more than just a buzzword, it is a transformative practice deeply rooted in Buddhist teachings. At its core, mindfulness is about being fully present, aware of our thoughts, emotions, and actions in the current moment without judgment. In the context of karma and cause and effect, mindfulness serves as a critical tool. It helps us recognize the energy we bring into the world, empowering us to break free from negative patterns and nurture cycles of peace, compassion, and empathy. The first step in understanding mindfulness is realizing how easily we operate on autopilot. In our fast-paced lives, many of us react impulsively, snapping at a loved one after a stressful day, harboring grudges, or making decisions without reflection. These moments often create negative karma, perpetuating cycles of tension and suffering. But mindfulness teaches us to pause, observe, and choose our actions intentionally. It allows us to take a step back and ask, am I creating harmony or discord with this action? One powerful way mindfulness fosters change is by shedding light on the root of harmful cycles. For example, if someone habitually responds to challenges with anger, mindfulness can reveal the emotions driving that reaction, perhaps fear, insecurity, or frustration. This awareness opens the door to self-compassion and healthier responses. When we become conscious of the intentions behind our actions, we gain the ability to redirect them toward kindness and understanding. Mindfulness also enhances our empathy toward others. Often, we judge people harshly, unaware of their struggles or motivations. When we practice mindfulness, we cultivate a sense of presence that allows us to listen deeply and approach others with compassion rather than criticism. This not only improves our relationships but also generates positive karmic energy. In Buddhist practice, mindfulness is often cultivated through meditation. By sitting quietly and observing our breath, thoughts, and sensations, we train ourselves to stay present. Over time, this practice extends beyond meditation into daily life, helping us remain calm and intentional even in stressful situations. For instance, instead of reacting with frustration during a heated discussion, a mindful person might take a deep breath, acknowledge their emotions, and respond with patience. Moreover, mindfulness equips us to face the realities of impermanence. It reminds us that life is constantly changing, and holding on to expectations or regrets only creates suffering. By staying present, we can embrace life as it unfolds and make the most of each moment. Ultimately, mindfulness bridges the gap between action and awareness. It allows us to break harmful cycles and cultivate a life rooted in peace, empathy, and authenticity. It reminds us that every choice matters, and that by being fully present, we can create a ripple effect of positive karma. Attachment and suffering, the path to freedom and true peace. In Buddhism, one of the most profound teachings is that suffering arises from attachment. This concept is at the heart of the Buddha's Four Noble Truths, which explain the root of human suffering, dukkha, and how to overcome it. At its core, attachment is our tendency to hold on to things, whether they are material possessions, relationships, beliefs, or even the idea of a certain future. But these things are not permanent. And when we cling to what is impermanent, we inevitably experience pain, disappointment, and dissatisfaction. Let's take a moment to reflect. Have you ever desperately held on to something, a relationship, a job, or a cherished object, only to have it slip away? That sharp sting of loss doesn't come from the change itself but from our attachment to the idea that it should have lasted forever. According to Buddhist teachings, this attachment creates a cycle of suffering. Life, by its very nature, is impermanent. Everything, joy and sorrow, success and failure, even life itself, is in a constant state of flux. When we fight against this reality by clinging to things as if they are permanent, we resist the flow of life. It's this resistance that leads to emotional turmoil. The antidote? Letting go of attachment. This doesn't mean we stop caring or abandon our desires. Instead, it means approaching life with an attitude of non-attachment. Non-attachment is about experiencing life fully without trying to grasp or control it. It's about appreciating what we have in the moment without fearing its loss. A famous Buddhist analogy compares attachment to holding onto a burning rope. The tighter we grip, the more it burns us. But when we let go, we free ourselves from the pain. Similarly, when we loosen our attachment to impermanent things, we open ourselves to freedom and peace. Practicing mindfulness is one way to cultivate non-attachment. By staying present, we learn to observe our thoughts and emotions without being ruled by them. For example, when feelings of anxiety or longing arise, mindfulness teaches us to acknowledge them without clinging or reacting. This practice helps us break free from the cycle of suffering caused by attachment. Another essential tool is meditation, which allows us to reflect on the nature of impermanence and develop inner clarity. Through meditation, we can explore our attachments, uncover why they cause us pain, and gradually release them. This process creates space for deeper peace and acceptance. Letting go of attachment doesn't mean we become indifferent or apathetic. In fact, it makes us more open to life's beauty. By embracing the present and accepting impermanence, we discover a profound sense of liberation. We no longer live in fear of losing what we have or yearning for what we don't. Instead, we live with gratitude, balance, and serenity. Acceptance and flowing with life, finding clarity and peace through resilience. Life is a constant dance of highs and lows, moments of joy intertwined with challenges. Yet, for many, the instinct is to resist hardship, to control the outcome, and to wish away discomfort. In Buddhist philosophy, however, there's a different approach. It teaches that acceptance is the key to finding clarity and peace. By learning to flow with life's natural rhythms, rather than resisting them, we unlock the power to face adversity with grace and resilience. What does it mean to accept life's ups and downs? Acceptance is not about giving up or resigning yourself to fate. Instead, it's a conscious choice to acknowledge reality as it is, without judgment or resistance. When faced with hardship, many of us experience tension caused by wishing things were different. This resistance doesn't ease the difficulty, it intensifies it. Acceptance allows us to break free from this cycle of suffering and see the situation with clear eyes. Consider a river flowing downstream. If you fight against the current, swimming as hard as you can in the opposite direction, exhaustion will soon follow. But if you surrender to the flow, letting the river carry you, you discover a new sense of ease. Buddhist teachings often compare life to this metaphorical river, flowing constantly, unpredictable, yet beautiful in its movement. By flowing with life rather than resisting it, we can navigate its challenges with greater emotional strength and clarity. How do we cultivate acceptance? One powerful tool is mindfulness. When we practice mindfulness, we become fully present in the moment, observing our experiences without clinging to them or pushing them away. Mindfulness helps us recognize the transient nature of both joy and hardship. In the midst of adversity, it allows us to pause, breathe, and see the situation for what it is rather than letting fear or frustration cloud our perspective. Another practice is meditation, which deepens our ability to flow with life's ups and downs. By meditating on impermanence, we embrace the truth that nothing is fixed, pain will fade, joy will evolve, and every moment is temporary. Through meditation, we strengthen our inner resilience and develop the calm needed to face life's unpredictability. Acceptance doesn't mean life's challenges disappear, it means we stop fighting against them. Even in hardship, acceptance enables us to find meaning and growth. Struggles teach us patience, fortitude, and compassion, not only for ourselves but also for others facing their own battles. When we resist life, we waste energy clinging to what cannot be controlled. But by flowing with life, we open ourselves to possibilities, lessons, and peace. As the Buddha teaches, the path to clarity lies in letting go and trusting in the unfolding journey. Hidden lessons in adversity, finding strength and wisdom in pain. Life is a journey filled with twists, turns, and obstacles that can feel overwhelming. When adversity strikes, it's natural to experience pain, frustration, and even despair. But according to Buddhist philosophy, suffering is not without purpose, it carries hidden lessons that have the potential to shape us into stronger, wiser individuals, as long as we are open to learning. One of the most profound teachings in Buddhism is that pain is a teacher. Struggles can cultivate qualities like resilience, compassion, and self-awareness. For example, think of a challenging moment in your life, perhaps the loss of a loved one, a failed relationship, or a difficult career setback. While these experiences may have felt unbearable at the time, they likely offered valuable insights. Through loss, we learn the importance of love and connection. Through failure, we uncover the power of perseverance and adaptability. Each hardship forces us to dig deeper within ourselves, uncovering strength we didn't know we had. The Buddha taught that suffering is an inevitable part of life, a truth encapsulated in the first noble truth. Yet, instead of avoiding pain, we're encouraged to lean into it, examining its cause and lessons. Pain often stems from attachment, expectations, or resistance to change. When we recognize these patterns, we can begin to break free from them, opening ourselves to personal growth. A key element in uncovering the lessons of adversity is mindfulness. By staying present during challenging times, we can observe our thoughts and emotions without judgment. Mindfulness allows us to step out of reactive patterns and instead reflect on what the situation is teaching us. For example, if a relationship ends, mindfulness helps us see beyond the pain, revealing insights about our needs, boundaries, or ways to build healthier connections. Meditation is another transformative tool for understanding adversity. During meditation, we create a quiet space to process our struggles and reframe them as opportunities for growth. Meditation teaches us to accept life as it is, rather than as we wish it to be. This acceptance is the foundation of wisdom. It allows us to see challenges not as roadblocks but as stepping stones toward a more balanced and insightful existence. A famous Buddhist parable illustrates this idea. A farmer loses his horse, and the neighbors lament his misfortune. But the farmer simply says, "Who knows what's good or bad?" Soon, the horse returns, bringing more horses with it, and the neighbors celebrate his luck. Again, the farmer says, "Who knows what's good or bad?" This cycle continues, showing that events that appear negative may lead to unexpected blessings, and vice versa. The lesson? Life is unpredictable, and adversity often carries hidden gifts. Mindfulness and living in the present, finding joy in the here and now. In today's fast-paced world, our minds are often consumed by thoughts of the past or worries about the future. We replay old mistakes, dwell on what could have been, or stress over what might happen next. This constant mental chatter robs us of the most precious gift we have, the present moment. Mindfulness, a cornerstone of Buddhist teachings, offers a way to break free from this cycle and truly live in the now. By focusing on the present, mindfulness reduces stress and opens the door to greater joy. At its core, mindfulness is the practice of paying attention, fully and intentionally, to what's happening in the present moment. It's about experiencing life as it is, without judgment or distraction. For example, instead of rushing through your morning coffee while scrolling through emails, mindfulness encourages you to pause, savor the aroma, and feel the warmth of the cup in your hands. These small moments, when fully embraced, can bring a sense of peace and gratitude that's often overlooked. But mindfulness isn't just about enjoying life's simple pleasures, it's also a powerful tool for managing stress and emotions. When we're caught up in worries about the future, our minds spiral into what-if scenarios, leading to anxiety. Similarly, dwelling on the past can trigger regret or frustration. Mindfulness helps us interrupt these patterns by anchoring our attention in the here and now. Through this practice, we can observe our thoughts without being swept away by them. One key way to cultivate mindfulness is through meditation. A simple technique involves focusing on your breath. Sit quietly, inhale deeply, and exhale slowly. If your mind starts to wander, gently bring it back to your breathing. Over time, this practice trains your brain to stay present, reducing reactivity to stress and enhancing overall well-being. Mindfulness can also be integrated into everyday activities. Whether you're eating, walking, or even washing dishes, take the time to truly engage your senses. Notice the texture, sounds, and movements involved in the activity. This approach not only transforms mundane tasks into moments of calm but also strengthens your ability to live mindfully in all aspects of life. Another profound benefit of mindfulness is its ability to cultivate joy. By being present, we become more attuned to the beauty and wonder of the world around us. A child's laughter, the colors of a sunset, or the feeling of grass underfoot, all of these experiences gain new depth when we are fully engaged in the moment. Mindfulness also fosters resilience by teaching us to accept life's imperfections. Instead of fighting against challenges or wishing for a different reality, mindfulness encourages us to face each moment with an open heart. This acceptance brings clarity, helping us navigate difficulties with greater ease and understanding. Practical ways to practice mindfulness, simple rituals for a more present life. Mindfulness doesn't require a drastic life overhaul, it's about weaving small, intentional habits into your daily routine. These practices ground you in the present, helping reduce stress, enhance awareness, and foster inner peace. With just a few simple rituals, mindfulness can become a natural and enriching part of your everyday life. One of the easiest and most effective ways to practice mindfulness is through conscious breathing. In moments of stress or distraction, pause and take a deep breath. Focus on the sensation of the air as it enters your nose, fills your lungs, and flows back out. This simple act of paying attention to your breath anchors you in the present moment and calms your mind. Try starting your day with a few minutes of conscious breathing or incorporating it during transitions, like before a meeting or while waiting in traffic. Another practical ritual is to take a mindful pause. Throughout your day, stop what you're doing for just a minute or two. Notice your surroundings, the sounds, and the sensations in your body. These short pauses help create a sense of presence, breaking the autopilot cycle we often fall into. Reflecting on challenges is another powerful way to integrate mindfulness. Instead of avoiding or suppressing difficulties, take time to sit with them. Ask yourself, what am I feeling? Why am I feeling this way? Is there something I can learn from this experience? Mindfulness doesn't erase challenges, but it helps you respond to them with clarity and compassion rather than reactivity. Mindful eating is another simple practice to try. Put away your devices and focus on your meal, the flavors, textures, and scents of each bite. This not only enhances your enjoyment of food but also teaches you to savor life's small moments. Incorporating mindfulness into everyday activities is also effective. Whether you're walking, washing dishes, or even folding laundry, turn your attention to the process. Feel the movement of your body, the temperature of water, or the rhythm of your steps. These mundane tasks become opportunities to cultivate mindfulness and stay present. Finally, consider ending your day with gratitude. Before bed, reflect on 3 things you're thankful for, no matter how small. This practice helps shift your focus away from stress or negativity, ending the day with a sense of peace and appreciation. By adopting these simple rituals, mindfulness becomes more than just a concept, it becomes a way of life. With each small step, you'll find yourself more grounded, more present, and more connected to the beauty of the world around you. Try one of these practices today, and notice how it transforms your experience. Conclusion: embracing transformation and enlightenment. At its core, Buddhism teaches us that suffering is not created by the external world, it arises from how we perceive and interpret our experiences. This empowering realization invites us to look inward, recognizing that transformation begins with our minds. Through practices like meditation and mindful awareness, we can shift our perspectives, break free from harmful thought patterns, and shape a reality rooted in clarity, peace, and understanding. Meditation gives us the tools to observe our thoughts without judgment, creating space for self-awareness and growth. When paired with mindfulness, it allows us to step back from reactive emotions and embrace life's challenges with wisdom and grace. As we cultivate these practices, we discover that true enlightenment comes not from controlling the world around us, but from transforming how we experience and navigate it. This journey toward transformation and enlightenment isn't easy, but every small step counts. By choosing compassion, patience, and conscious reflection, we gradually reshape our lives into ones of peaceful resilience. The power to change resides within us. We are not victims of circumstance but creators of our reality. If this message resonated with you, join us in spreading these profound lessons of life. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Life Lessons for more videos exploring Buddhist wisdom, mindfulness techniques, and pathways to inner peace. Your support helps us share meaningful content with a wider community. Turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Together, let's continue this transformative journey, cultivating peace and wisdom along the way. Thank you for being part of this journey with us.